So what do we think of the sequels?
What,
The
Superman 2,
Superman
Superman
2, Superman
3,
3,
Superman
Superman 4,
4?
Superman
Okay.
Returns. I
Donna
mean,
Cut.
I think, well, I'll go first.
Yeah, yeah.
I think Superman 2 is, some people say it's better than the first one.
Hmm. It's more
I don't
interesting.
agree.
It's
No, well, maybe, but I don't think it's necessarily better. But for me,
no,
for me, it's a very close second.
it is. I mean, the key thing you've got to remember about Superman 2 is it was shot back to back. So you've got the same sort of level of, if you think of it from the cast point of view and the acting point of view, there were like very much going on as, two was, just a continuation,
Yeah, yeah.
which is what it was meant to be.
Well, part two
But
of
of course,
one big
what
movie.
we saw was a very different aspect of what the director wanted us to see, because we know that obviously,
Yeah, as we
Richard
said
Donner was
earlier.
fired and then another director came in, and, because of the, because of way someone had to be credited for a movie, how much is
Oh,
it
you can only, I
percentage
think you can
wise?
only have one director credited unless they're a team or something like
Well,
that.
yeah, but percentage wise, how much
Oh,
of it's got
sorry.
to be
You have to do
directed by
75% or something,
75%? So a
or
lot of
whatever it
scenes were
is.
cut out and redirected,
Reshot, rewritten.
reshot,
Yeah, yeah.
rewritten by a different director who
It's
was
Richard Lester. Yeah,
Richard Lester. Sorry, his
and
name
he
escapes me.
he
Um,
brought like probably his own crew on and stuff like that as well.
exactly. And he
Because some
made it
people didn't
much
want to come
more
back.
comical as well. It was a much more comical
Well,
vibe to Superman 2
I think.
than originally, was portrayed.
Do you think that? I mean, I do think that considering this, because I mean, if you sort of read up on or watch documentaries
Yeah.
about the background of how
Hmm.
the two films were made back to back and then broken apart and then put back together
Yeah.
again, it's quite a traumatic story,
Yeah. Yeah.
But like, I actually like to the point where when you watch Superman 2,
Mm.
it's surprising how good it is. I mean, because it
Mm.
should be a complete bloody mess,
No, no.
but it
I
actually
totally
works
agree.
really well.
And I tell you what's really interesting is, watching Superman 2 and the Donner cut
Well,
was
I mean, that's a different.
it,
We should just explain what that is because I
okay, yeah, yeah.
mean,
If you're
because
not
basically they did
aware.
because the original theatrical release of Superman 2 was just like a year or two after the first film, and that was the one that was finished by Richard Lester and reshot,
Mm.
whatever, like we've just been saying. So that came out and was also a big hit, and there were more sequels, of course.
81.
Late 1980, 81, I
Yeah.
think. Yeah, we probably got it in 81. And that film, and as I say, it was very well
Mm.
received. A lot of, I
Yeah.
certainly, I do
Very
love
high
it.
grossing. Again,
Yeah, big hit again.
reviewed as in some ways a better
Some
sequel.
people say it's better than
Yeah,
the original.
exactly. Which
I don't
we
agree.
disagree, but
But I do think it's great, and I
yeah,
think
yeah, I'm not going to disagree with it.
at the very least it's
And
worthy
I
of
remember
people.
watching it as a kid. I love Superman 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it, and even as an early adult, I preferred Superman 2 to
Okay.
Superman, and that's simply because of the dynamism of the movie. Obviously, you had General Zod coming into it, the three, the real sort of like anguish for Superman to now deal with three
Yeah.
other super beings. And
Super
how,
villains. Three.
one against three, how is he going to defeat them? And
Well, four if you count him twice.
yeah. But it was a really interesting movie. It's a very dynamic, and to this day I still enjoy watching Superman 2. What we're
Is
talking about the Donner cut
can I
is,
just say
yeah.
though, you say it's more dynamic, and I agree actually, but is that do you think that's because basically it's the thing that the same it's the same benefit that all sequels have. You've already introduced the characters in the first film. You don't need to waste time doing that. You basically can just go straight into the second act.
Yes, pretty
Is that
much.
why?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
straight to it's more action orientated.
yeah. It's kind of
Um,
goes in. Yeah,
exactly, and
gets on with it. Yeah.
it gets on with it.
The Richard Donner cut. Well, what happened was, I think about 25 years later,
Mm,
2006, I think it came out. Uh, what's his name? A sort of film historian, I think, called or film restoration guy called, I think his name Michael Towell.
yes.
He was sort of, I think he sort of got in touch with Richard Donner and they kind of worked. And he said, "Look, we've still got a lot of your footage that
Mm,
you shot back in the day at Warner Brothers in the vaults or wherever it was.
mhm.
We could, we could maybe create a sort of." a version of Superman 2
Mm.
as near as damn it to what we can to what you
Would
intended.
be.
But the Richard Donner cut, I mean,
Mm. I
I
mean,
sort of I know you sort of prefer it, don't
I
you?
do. I
I
probably. It's kind of interesting. Sorry, before you get interject there. I say, as a young adult and a kid, I preferred the original Superman 2.
Yeah.
As an adult, I prefer the Donner cut.
What's the difference? I know
Because
what's the
they are
difference in the
different.
films,
Yeah,
but
they are different. Because to me, when I was
what's different in you though
to
as well?
me, for my viewing of it as an audience member, is more I enjoyed it, the comical value as a kid
Right.
for the theatrical
Oh, the
value,
sort of the Richard Lester sort of
the Richard Lester,
slapsticky things
yeah,
and yeah,
slapstick
ice cream in
comedy,
the
all of
face
that
and
sort of thing.
like flying
I
off and all
really
that.
enjoyed
Yeah.
that because I was a kid. Hey,
Yeah.
that was more for my target
But
audience.
as an
So
adult, it's more
but as
about
an adult, I
character
was
and
just
story. Yeah.
this is a bit corny now. I'm not really enjoying it. And
I think where you and I perhaps differ is that I agree with everything you just said,
hmm,
and I think that's what the Donner cut is trying to show us.
okay,
However,
yeah,
through no fault of his own,
hmm,
it doesn't completely succeed because simply because you don't have basically if Richard Donner had been able to finish Superman 2 at the time,
yes,
I'm sure that would have been a better movie than what we got theatrically in 1980.
yes, yeah,
Uh, if only in terms of consistency,
hmm,
apart from anything else, you know. It's just I don't see what was released on DVD in 2006 is like a really interesting DVD extra.
yes.
That gives you a
It's
kind
an
of idea.
exercise.
Yes, and it's really interesting to watch,
Hmm.
but I don't find it completely. I find it less satisfying as a film. But I think probably because I'm so familiar with the original version, and
Okay.
I've got such a clear idea in my mind of, like, I can see what they're trying to do, but it's like the inconsistencies and the technical problems, which they did their best to overcome, given what they
Hmm.
had to work with. They did a
Oh yeah,
fantastic
they
job.
did an amazing job.
But you've got so much stuff where, like, for example,
Okay, yeah, yeah,
right, the scene where Lois shoots Clark with a gun
yes,
with blanks
yes,
to fake him out
yeah,
to reveal that he's really Superman,
yeah,
which was done very differently in the theatrical version because it's where he trips over, which is kind of, which yeah, it's kind of a stupid way he trips over the pink bear and puts his hand in the fire. So it's kind of silly and also
mm,
slapsticky. Yes, on paper that's a stupider way of doing it,
yeah,
and the thing with the gun is much better
yes.
on paper. But in the film, because it's basically cut together from, they didn't even shoot that scene.
Hmm.
That's cut
That
together
was a
from
it was a,
test, yeah, like
yeah,
audition test screenings. So like Christopher Reeve's really skinny because he hasn't bulked up
yeah.
yet,
His
and
glasses are completely different.
it's really and like
Yeah,
so I can see past that. Like, but I can see what they're trying. I can really see what they're trying to do.
yeah.
Uh, but it does kind of take me out of the movie a bit too much on the whole. And like I say,
It
I don't
collapses
see it as a
that well, the feeling of disbelief.
yeah, the
You don't
suspension of
lose it.
disbelief it's a bit
Yeah.
harder, yeah. Which and
Okay.
as I say, I can't blame the film for that because it's not because I think it's the script is better, but the
Yeah.
film isn't.
Yeah. Exactly. For me, because of the technical capabilities that I know that they're trying to override and they physically can't because it's not physically there.
You can look
It's
past
not,
it.
I can look past it.
Yeah, fair.
So I can
I was
accept
saying
the
earlier about
Donner
looking
cut.
past the flaws of the original film.
I
Yeah,
can because I can understand what they were trying to do with what they
I
had,
can understand it. I can't.
and I can accept that.
And in both versions of the film, Richard
Yes.
Donner cut and the theatrical cut,
Yeah, yeah.
uh,
Two's great. I love it.
I
Both
love how it
versions.
humanizes him,
Yes.
even more than the first one does.
More so because obviously
Literally,
he
in terms of the
becomes the
plot. Yeah,
human.
yeah. I love that Shakespearean irony as well. The way
Yeah.
they cut it together, they intercut, don't they,
Mm.
between him sort of like romancing Lois in the Fortress of Solitude, and then they
Mm.
go to the big silver marshmallow and have a bit of a kiss and a cuddle.
Yeah.
They intercut that with like General Zod take and his
Yeah.
cronies taking over East Houston. It's like
Yeah.
your timing is spectacularly
Okay.
bad.
Right.
But you know,
And
but again, it's not just humanizing him in that literal sense. In terms of character, he makes mistakes, and
yes,
he a big bloody mistake.
massive mistake.
But he learns from it
Yeah.
and magics his way out
Which
of it.
makes Superman a stronger character.
Yeah, exactly. Develops the character, deepens the
Yeah,
character.
exactly. And I mean, also, the acting from Terence Stamp and
Oh, Terrence Stamp owns that movie.
he's
Just
just
he's such a great villain.
so
General
great,
Norris,
and
just
yeah, absolutely love him.
yeah, he's he's uh, he's where are you, Superman?
And
I defy you.
you geezer.
Should we move on to Superman 3?
Yeah,
Okay,
do
so
we have to?
Oh,
Sorry.
let's move on to Superman 4. Actually, you know
Yeah,
what?
that's
Uh,
worse.
no, okay, Superman 3. Okay,
Yeah, yeah.
here's what
For
Superman 3.
kids, great.
Well, all right. Well, even for kids.
All right. I'm stopping
For for
Yeah,
discerning kids.
yeah.
No, all
No,
right.
it's got its merits. It has got its good merits.
The
Yeah.
whole plot line about Superman being turned, well, I was going to say evil, but it's like,
Mm,
it's just a bit naughty. It's like in Spider-Man 3 where,
yeah.
Peter
And
Parker's idea of evil is like doing a bit
mm,
of a dance like that in the street and
yeah,
having a bit of black eyeliner on. Superman's idea of evil is like, blowing out the Olympic torch and
yeah,
straightening out the therapies. So,
yeah.
it's kind of like they're not really evil, but
I'm
it's a great idea of what to do with the character, and it culminates in
exactly.
that great fight scene in the junkyard, the
Oh yeah, yeah.
metaphysical where he
And
fights
I
himself.
just love the scene where Superman's in the bar and he's flicking
Right
peanuts.
before that, yeah, yeah,
Yeah, and he's like smashing and he's drinking
he's
and
just in a slump.
tramp. Yeah.
Yeah,
Um, but again, going back to what I was saying about amazing acting,
yeah,
is Christopher Reeve's portrayal of the two
yeah,
Supermans,
in
and
the same
how it
scene.
can make it look, and how again effortlessly he makes it look, even
Mm.
though obviously they changed costume, they
Do
change
you
his
know?
hair.
Do you know?
Yeah.
As a little kid watching
Mm,
that movie, watching that scene,
mm,
I honestly thought, partly because I didn't understand how movies worked,
mm.
I honestly thought that it was a different actor playing the evil Superman.
Really?
I honestly thought, I
Right.
honestly believed that. I was trying to find his name in the credits. Who played the
Yeah.
evil Superman?
Yeah.
I really
No,
didn't know. He's that good.
he is.
And the makeup and
So,
the
I
dirty
mean, for
costume and stuff
me,
helps, but
the whole kind of good, bad, good Superman, evil Superman is my favorite aspect of Superman 3.
oh
I
yeah, of
will
course.
not disagree. When I watched it as a kid, I loved Superman 3.
Yeah, yeah.
I thought it was fantastic. I grew up. I thought it was hilarious. It was funny. I thought it was actually for its time with computers and
Oh
computers being
yeah.
the kind of enemy.
Computers are
Um,
magic.
as a kid, I loved Superman 3, and I did see it at the cinema, and I massively enjoyed it. Um,
But of course his main problem is his central problem is it's trying to be two things at once. It's trying to be an interesting Superman movie doing something new with the character, and it's also trying to be a Richard Pryor comedy. And the
yeah,
two just
just
don't go together. It
collided.
doesn't
Yeah, it
really
didn't.
work.
I
And
mean,
when I
to,
say, just to be clear, when I say a
yeah,
Richard Pryor comedy, I mean one of his terrible movies, not his magnificent stand-up.
no, exactly. Richard Pryor's an amazing comedian. He was absolutely massively talented, and I love
Arguably the great,
him. I absolutely
the
love him,
all-time great.
and he did some amazing stuff. But yeah, this wasn't the
A
best
lot of a
movie.
lot of his comedy movies are shit. Sorry,
Unfortunately,
all of them.
not
Some
all
of
of
them are
them. No, I
okay.
know some of them. I'll
Crazy
be
songs.
honest. Yeah, still crazy is a brilliant movie. Yeah. So,
I need to watch that again, but yeah.
right. Do we dare move on to Superman 4?
Again, Superman 4.
I
I
mean,
mean,
that just it takes
the quest.
bad list.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Superman 4 : The Quest for Peace.
Yeah.
Mm, Uh,
I mean,
all right. Look, yeah. I mean, okay. It's a piece of shit. Let's get that out there.
yeah, yeah. Just hands down.
It's a
It's
terror.
crap.
It's one of the worst major films. It's easily the worst Superman film. It's
Yeah.
worse than. I mean, yeah. It's
You basically watch it for comedy value
yeah. You watch it.
of how not to make a
You watch it
movie.
if you watch it if you're a bad movie buff.
Yeah.
That's the only way you're going to get any pleasure
Exactly.
out
I
of it.
mean, just to the fact that they reuse the same video
Of him
shots,
flying.
not. I mean, I'm not joking.
Yeah.
Video
Oh
shot.
well, it's not video.
It is.
Oh God, it didn't work
Yeah,
out for
it
me.
was actually video shot that they used over and over again.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's dreadful. Lex
terrible.
Luthor's got a new and
Terrible.
annoying sidekick who's
Yeah.
Ducky from Pretty in Pink. It's got
They've just
it has
cut one
got
of his hairs and clone him.
it has got one scene that
Mm,
features the unique pleasure of Gene Hackman
mm,
acting with Jim Broadbent and William Hootkins and the guy who played Harold in Ever Decreasing Circles
I know.
as three arms dealers.
Yeah.
Because he's trying to like because Superman throws all the. Well, see, this is the thing. This is the thing about the movie. It's a great idea
Yes,
for a Superman
it
movie.
is. As an idea, it's fabulous.
Because the idea is
Yeah.
or the plot or the
Pitch
central
meeting,
premise, the pitch.
great.
Okay, what's
Yeah.
this movie about? The premise of the movie is Superman, and this is like 1987. It's the height, well, not the height of the Cold War, but it's like coming towards the end of the Cold War. Like Superman decides he goes to the United Nations, which is in Milton Keynes,
Yeah.
and he says,
Of all places.
Superman goes to the United Nations and he says, right, I'm going to gather up all the world's nuclear weapons
Yeah.
and throw them into the sun.
Brilliant idea.
It's a great idea. Well,
It's a great idea.
No, it's a great idea because, I mean, it's a great idea, obviously, because they make only one nuclear weapons. Yeah,
exactly.
but thematically, it's a great idea because it's
Yeah.
like, what if he tried to save the world all at once from itself?
Yes.
Right. So there's a really interesting story in there about the ethical and psychological consequences of that, not just for the hero, but for the people he seeks to protect. You know.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, the film uses it as a device to get him into a fight with a Chippendale.
Which can scratch him with his nails.
He scratches him with his nails, and they fight on the moon, and you can see the backdrop curtain. Oh God, it's just
terrible.
I mean, because I have a masochistic streak, I'm looking forward to watching it on Blu-ray in a couple of weeks. I've never seen it on Blu-ray. I've only seen it on DVD. So yeah,
Yeah, but that would
just
just make
clear
it
that
look
curtain.
more shit.
I know that exactly.
I mean, at least video hides how shit it is.
Yeah. There's plenty of like videos on YouTube about how crap Superman is. I'm not going to dwell on it any
You don't
longer.
need to go on
You
about
don't
it,
need to go on
honestly.
about it.
It's hilarious.
It's hilarious
So,
and a bit painful because the other sad thing about it is it's a good idea, badly done, very badly done, but also Christopher Reeve is still good in the role.
I know.
I mean, even with this terrible script and lazy direction and shoddy filmmaking,
he's
kind
of
still
holding
great.
it all
Really
together.
just about, and he actually co-wrote the story, didn't he? Or conceived the
So
story.
again, on paper, it is incredible.
Yeah.
It's an amazing story, but yeah,
Maybe he should have been allowed to direct it. I think he might have lobbied to direct it actually, but they wouldn't let him.
No, wouldn't let
Directed before. I think I
Exactly.
might be wrong about that.
Oh dear.
Okay, last one.
Yeah.
Well, I was going to say so far, but no, they've moved on to other
Yeah.
pastures. We've had the Henry Cavill Superman films, and now we've got the what's his name, David Corenswet Superman film. The last one of this series is Superman Returns, which came out 19 years after Superman 4 in 2006.
Exactly.
I went to see that at the cinema.
Didn't we both
in
do
IMAX.
it? Did we see it together or?
I went to see it on my own after work on a Monday in Leicester Square, and then I went to see it again with my infinitely better half at the IMAX maybe a couple of weeks later.
Okay.
And now
what are your thoughts on the film?
See,
I mean, we mentioned it before with the whole kind of bullet shot in the eye.
We brought it
absolutely
before,
brilliant. Again, for me, another amazing scene from that is the plane.
Well, this is that. Yeah, there's the crash. They're trying to sort of go one better than the helicopter scene in the first film.
They are exactly
where he saves a crashing aeroplane
full
of people.
Really, really well, and it's just
it's brilliant.
A couple of certain aspects, like where obviously he's trying to catch this plane, and you know the wings are flying off.
Well, the physics of it,
the physics of it are fantastic. And then when it comes down, what I really love about this is when he's in front of the nose, and literally it's coming down, and as he's stopping it coming, the kind of crumple zones into the plane.
Yeah, you see it going up the side of the plane like that. Yeah.
That is, and then he just he's got it right now. I'm just going to lay it down.
Yeah,
and that is
using its momentum to sort of gently.
Again, for me, for some certain aspects of this film, I really enjoyed.
I think I'm always in two minds about it. I think when I first went to see it, I'd sort of heard a lot about it. I've seen a lot of videos about it and read a lot about it, and I was really, really hyped for it actually.
Yeah.
And when I went to see it, I was kind of primed to love it, which of course can go one of two ways. So that basically means if it's complete rubbish, then you just feel disappointed. But if it's kind of okay, then I might be inclined to just sort of go,
let a few things go.
Yeah, and just go. But actually, on subsequent, and I've seen it quite a few times over the years. I bought it on DVD, when it came out. But I think I'm always sort of in two minds about it. Either I watch it like I don't watch it for ages, and then I watch it and I go, "Oh, I should watch this more often. It's a really
Mm.
good film, isn't it?" And then I don't watch it again, and then I watch it again. I leave it for ages again, and then I watch it again, and I think, "Oh, actually, it's not that good, is it?" I see
Yeah,
why I don't watch it
it's
very often.
it's kind of weird. It's like you do remember the good aspects of it, and when the good
Yeah,
aspects come through, you enjoy those. But then there is, I don't know, there's this kind of like very strong underlying.
it's a bit dull, isn't it? It's
It
a bit
is dull.
ponderous. It's a
It
bit.
feels very flat.
The pacing is really.
Yeah,
Yeah, and it feels a bit
it
the
is
direction's a bit flat of character stuff. A lot of the action
exactly.
sequences is great,
Action
but
seems to
like
be,
you said, but
for me, some of the best aspects of the film. I mean,
well,
I
some of the
think
best action stuff in
Kevin
any Superman
Spacey is
movie.
a brilliant Lex Luthor. I think I really enjoyed him as
I,
Lex
I,
Luthor.
I, I'm not crazy about his
No,
legs. I
okay.
feel like
I think it's just the mean streak.
I
Kevin
don't know.
Spacey's very good at playing a villain.
Of course he is. Yeah,
He's an amazing villain. He
yeah,
always has been.
but
And that's why I think he's just naturally great at playing Lex because he
I,
just does villainly really well.
it's great casting. I mean, but I don't know if I'm crazy about his performance. I feel like he might have phoned it in a little bit.
Okay, fair enough.
I
Um,
feel like it's a bit. He's doing it for a mate because it's that director who kind of gave me my big break in Usual Suspects and
right, okay.
blah blah blah.
I think the other thing that I really enjoy, getting the spoiler card up,
Oh
please,
yeah.
is because this is a big spoiler, I'm afraid, if you haven't watched it, is his son,
Oh, the deadbeat dad angle. Yeah.
deadbeat dad.
Turns out he's been away for 5 because Superman Returns kind of disregards Superman 3 and Superman 4 and is a direct sequel to Superman 2, isn't it? So
Yeah,
Superman has had his
way with Lewis.
way with Lois. That's exactly what I was going to say. Oh my God,
Sorry,
no sense.
we've been drinking.
Yeah, we've been drinking, and then he goes off, and there's a sort of opening
Yeah.
spiel to explain this at the beginning of the film. But he goes off to flies off to back to
Mm.
or back to the remains of where Krypton was, and sort of
Yeah.
discover trying to whatever whatever reason. And he's been away for 5 years, and he comes
Mm.
back, hence the title. And she's got a new
Got
boyfriend, and
um,
she's got a daughter.
mm.
She's got a daughter. She's got a son
So
who is about 4 years old,
mm.
and yeah, and
Yeah,
it turns out that yeah,
we
he's,
put
he's
two and
the
two
yeah,
together.
and the film does make it plain in the end that he is
Yeah,
his biological son.
yeah.
And of course, they never got a sequel, so we never saw how that was going to play out.
Yeah, so an interesting, yeah, very interesting concept
They
storyline.
don't really get a chance to do much with it because
No, because well, it's trying to lead into a sequel,
yeah, which
and
never
that's the
happened.
thing, which
So
never
it,
happened.
it could
So
have been
yeah,
interesting, but they don't really do
exactly.
anything. Are we
But again,
done spoiling?
unfortunately, direction, yeah, put it down. Unfortunately, the direction of the film and I didn't enjoy the cinematography as well. I found it overly yellow. It was just
Yeah,
too
it's sort of plasticky sort of
soft.
quality as well, isn't
Yeah,
it?
again, it's not the only film that suffered from this of that era. There was a lot
It's
of
fashion at the
it's
time.
fashion. It was coming into the very digital era of things.
Oh,
So yeah, you got a lot of directors playing around in colorization and just yeah made the film look totally yellow. So um,
so
yeah,
that's Superman Returns,
you know,
and people. I mean, a lot of people kind of dismiss it out of hand, and
mm,
I don't think that's fair. I think there's good stuff in there.
there's
I don't
certainly
think it's
some
a
good
great
stuff.
film. I don't
No,
think it's a
it's
great
not a
film.
great film, but
It's
there's
got some
some
great stuff in
great
it.
aspects to it. It
It's
really are.
the aeroplane. I mean, if you
The
like, you could watch
aeroplane
certain
scene,
the aeroplane scene on YouTube,
yeah,
or what's it called, the bit, or even the bit where he saves the boat, or the bit
yeah.
where he
I
lifts
mean,
the. I'm
even
sorry, the
yeah,
bit where he lifts the
yeah.
island out of the
Yeah, I was
ocean.
going to say that. I was absolutely. You think the whole scene
The
with
greatest feat of
kryptonite, and a chain around the neck is good.
yeah, yeah, oh,
What
yeah.
the island
The
made
feat
of
of strength
kryptonite
is extraordinary,
is
even for
just
Superman.
yeah incredible. So
So there you
mm,
go. That's the sequels.
yeah,
So yeah, the sequels are. I was going to say they're a mixed bag, but actually they're mostly
they're
shit.
interesting.
There's one good one and one
Yeah,
with good bits in it,
some
and
shit stuff.
a couple with good ideas that don't really play
Yeah,
out that well.
exactly.
So why did I buy that 5 film collection box set again? I could have just kept.
Did it for love.
I did it for love.
Yeah,
Secret ingredient.
yeah,
So we done then.
yeah.
Okay,
so.
I think we're
So,
done.
yeah.
Let's. I tell you what. Let's do a red letter media style ending.
Mm.
So that's the sequels, I guess. Bye.
Right.